additors and negators, plus my fellow pupils. Good afternoon. Since the motion has already been defined, I will not define it again. First of all, let me first say my points, then I'll explain. Homework keeps a person active. For example, when a child is at home, instead of playing football, not minding about other things, like if a child keeps on just playing, he can easily forget the work which they taught him at school. But if there are some questions which were given in the whole package, you can easily remember them in the exam that I did this question, but if you fail, the teacher will have done correction, and that helps the child to pass the exams. Point 2. Homework can be used as reason which helps a person to perform well in exams. Why I'm saying this? Because when a child fails exams, corrections can be done by the teacher. And when corrections are done, unless if the child fails, that means the child is not paying attention in class, and the blame is to be put on the child, and the parents have to discipline. Now, when like a child does not have all homework and what, you'll go back home and, as the saying goes, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. The devil just go tempt him, starts watching pornography. When they find him, the parents discipline, then they start saying the parent is bad, and the parents trying to teach the child manners. But if the child has the whole day package or homework, then the child can go study, then after learning, to avoid that stress, because they cannot just give the whole day package to them to do it in one day, or like they give it every day, like a lot of numbers. They also give you time to rest. There is always time to rest in that homework, not that you do it constantly and it gives you stress. Then point 3. When children are at home, all the packages keep them busy, which makes supervision of children busy for the parents. For example, if parents go somewhere, they don't need mates. As long as they have cooked food and the children can access food, they can play football, revise, and do other things like read their holiday packages, go through their answers, learn more things from those questions, and helps them to do research work. Because when a child does not have any questions that are difficult for him, he wants to get anything to research for. Like if he finds a question difficult, can get a phone or any gadget. Instead of watching pornography, he can start doing research work about that work. Then also, about my first point, if like a child, since my first point was homework keeps a person active. For example, when we go back home for holidays, our holiday package reminds me about what I learned, and I come back and I can perform well in exams. I know here I'm reading, but I did not choose the point which they put here at first, because I went first to bring my own. Now this point which they wrote here to explain, when I forget something, then in case I do the only packet, then I feel the teacher can correct me. After correcting me, when it reminds me, or like if I'm doing research work about something which I find in hard questions, I can easily get more work, or I can easily get something which can make me revise ahead. Then after revising ahead, when the teacher comes, then I start. Then after when the teacher comes, I can now easily also know something the teacher is about to teach. Now, let us assume that you go back home without a holiday package, then you're keeping on playing. When you come to school, then they bring, when you've just learned about P6 work, because remember, when you've just learned about P6 work, you don't know most of the work of P6. So if you don't be given that holiday package, you can easily forget, because that you've just learned it for the first time, you can easily forget. Now, if you don't get that holiday package, how will you be able to what? How will you be able to remember that work, and yet and the teacher did not do corrections? Like in the exam, you can easily now remember those questions. Then remember that teacher did the correction. Like if you had found something wrong from your old class, then you remember that this is the correct answer which the teacher said. Then you can easily answer it.